EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Hurts throwing right away. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Barkley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They were zooming past that number there. Another try for Barkley. And this time he is in. Yes. Saquon Barkley. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. You look at this Eagle defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Carr going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Escapes the defender. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Dennis Allen, he makes a call, and his offense stays put. They're going to go for it. To throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll run. It's Miller. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made here at the 36. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 18. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Up to the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, third and long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Miller. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He lets it go deep for Olave. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
On second down, here's Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Carr. Olave over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Carr now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensive. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw here.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That is intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can.